So, something happened to me today that made me realize I can finally communicate my needs in a way that's healthy and clear. And as a result, I'm also able to set healthy boundaries without fearing what the other person is going to think or how they're going to react. So, this is something that I've been wanting to work on. And I shared this with a friend about 2 months ago, and he recommended that I take a course in nonviolent communication. So that's what I've been doing for the past 6 weeks. I applied it today, and I'm really surprised by the results. So I want to share what that looked like with you. So, nonviolent communication has 4 steps to the process. And what I love about this course is that it defines feelings as a result of whether your needs are met or unmet. So, in the course, they give you this little booklet and it has a list of feelings and it's categorized into 2 sections. So, feelings when your needs are met and feelings when your needs are not met. So, when your needs are met, your feelings tend to be more pleasant and desirable and comfortable. And then when they're not met, they tend to be the opposite. They're those really uncomfortable emotions that we feel. So then it allows you to go a level deeper to finding what your needs are. So, what happened to me today was that I was supposed to meet a friend today. My friend forgot that we were supposed to meet. I was really upset. I felt frustrated. I felt annoyed. And then I looked deeper into those feelings. I thought, okay, what need has not been met in this situation? And I realized that um, it was the need to feel respected. It was the need for consideration of my time. And so once I identified those needs, I was able to sort of separate my friend from this particular event. And I think this is the magic of nonviolent communication because you have to look inwards to identify what you're feeling and what the need is. So it's not about blaming the other person. It's not about criticizing them. It's really about understanding why has this particular situation upset me and what do I need? This is the part that I've always struggled with. I don't really know what I want. I don't really know what I need from the other person. But because I identified my need for my time to be respected, I could communicate that need as a request. Not only does it help to make a request, identifying your need also helps you to set a clear boundary. Making the decision to not meet my friend, plus making a request to say, let's meet when both of our schedules have been considered and we've agreed on a clear time. I think those 2 things combined set a boundary without me thinking, okay, I need to set a boundary here. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, the idea of setting a boundary consciously is a little bit scary. I always feel like if I set a boundary, then the other person's going to get upset and it's going to push them away. But today I didn't feel that because I was able to clearly identify what my need is. I think that created some space and it helped me to state what I need and know that it's not a personal attack on the other person or the relationship. Like, I'm not trying to push them away from me or punish them in any way. And I think in the past, there have been times where I would actually just feel this need to sort of punish the other person to keep letting them know how upset I am. And I think that's because I was stuck in the feeling stage and I wasn't able to look any further than that. So I'm really grateful that the nonviolent communication model gives me this tool to know what the next steps are and go beyond just sharing how I'm feeling and make the experience something more productive and healthy. And another thing that was really helpful was that when I was upset, I was only thinking about choosing between, do I meet up today, even though my friend forgot, or do I not meet up today? But then I realized, like, maybe I'm asking myself the wrong question. Maybe it's not about do I go or do I not go? And I realized the question that I really wanted to be asking myself is what would meet my needs? My needs were not met in this situation. And now that I've identified what my needs are, I have the choice to meet those needs in some way. What I needed in that situation was for myself to meet my needs. So I thought, okay, if I go and meet my friend today, I don't think I'm really honoring my needs because if I want to respect my own time, it would be better that I just stay at home and do something that's more productive for me than go meet my friend while I'm still upset. And I don't think it would be the most pleasant experience for either of us. And I'm not gonna lie, after I said, okay, I don't wanna meet up today, but let's meet up another time, I did feel bad. I don't think this habit is going away anytime soon, and I hope my friend is not upset or anything, but that can be a conversation for another time. I'm excited to actually be implementing what I've learned and noticing changes in the way that I communicate and the way that I think. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing more progress as I continue learning.